Whoa, 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 whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished. You thought it was over. You thought I retired. You thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Klops and Olga. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Bengals going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. No, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Right there around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. As they run the counter play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So it'll be first down here after the run. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll set up to throw. And fights through one man. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Second down following the incompletion. The play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They go play action now. Ryan. Going deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Ryan on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. If there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action with Ryan. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Get up!
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That's complete right around the 8. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's got some space here.
Whoosh.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Now it's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get theirs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
To throw is Ryan. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Murray's kick is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know,
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone.
Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of a yard, and that'll be good for Baltimore first.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out, they do give him the first down, but that was very close to going the other way.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. second down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or a big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And some room. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5. And now they'll try the end around. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First and 10, it's Ryan. Now he's forced out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And a give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, your arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Ryan on first down. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And Bengals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending. Guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Able to push his way through. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hurry up, here we go.
off as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not in it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now here's a carry heading left. Wiggles free. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Ryan on second down. Tammy's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Tammy with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now, Bengals on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Ryan will throw again. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hard throw. Incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they try the right side here. Gets past him at the 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.